So firstly, Gary, Paddy O'Connor played on Tuesday night. It was his first game back from a little niggle. How has he recovered?
Yeah, very good. He came in the next day and worked with the physios to make sure, and he's trained again this morning. So yeah, he's come through. So we're delighted with the progress he's made.
So very much in contention for Oldham on Saturday.
Yeah, Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah. And same with Hope Akpan?
Yes, same with Hope as well. Fortunately for us, I don't think there was any injuries from Tuesday, so we're pleased with that. And like I say, Tuesday it was a chance to get minutes into the ones that needed it as well.
Yeah, you speak of minutes. Sean Scannell got a few more minutes on Tuesday. Is he? How close is he for a start now?
I think his performance, he pushed him for a start. I think, obviously with the injury that he had last season, we have to take still, cautious steps with him at times. But, the way that he's progressed recently with it and his performance the other night, then obviously he comes into contention.
Lovely. Danny Devine, he played reasonably well against Preston. How happy are you with him, and what do you think he brings to the side?
Danny brings a sense of calm and composure on the ball, and he's obviously one of our own, as we say, and I think the fans identify that with him as well. So he goes about his business ever so well with, if you like, not with that sort of like added tag to it, that. He's a Bradford lad, but he's a good passer, and I thought you're right. On Tuesday, he did better, but he's done that ever since I've been at the club, to be perfectly honest. And he's making good strides again.
You mentioned after the game, you picked out Luca Colville and Amari Patrick. Are they food for thought for Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. It's we've had. A couple of niggles, so obviously they found themselves pushing and got their opportunity on Tuesday. And the biggest thing for me is when you give somebody an opportunity, you hope that they take it. And the two of them, when they went on, they certainly gave us a threat of an attacking option. So we have to have a look at everybody and take that into consideration with regards to Saturday's game. Sorry.
Anybody else maybe pushing for maybe even a place on the bench or even for a start?
Shane McCartan's trained with us all week again and looked sharp again. So, we'll have to make a call on him. We're entering a busy period now, so I expect or hope he will feature because he has this incredible ability to go past people, and he has the ability to shoot as well and score goals and provide assists, and he's going to be a big player for us.
So early days, obviously in League Two, Oldham lost their opening two games. What are you expecting from Oldham?
They're a team that's obviously brought in a lot of players. They've got a completely different model to probably, I'd say, anybody else in League Two, with the amount of bodies that they recruit from abroad. They have a lot of good technicians in the team, having watched the games, and they have also got some pace and power on the counter. And I think they lost narrowly at Forest Green and narrowly at home to Crewe. And having watched both of those games, it could have gone either way. So it's just the fine margins. But they had an impressive performance against Blackburn in the cup. And we were only minutes away from causing an upset there, but it'll be an interesting challenge for us for sure.
What sort of things are you looking to see in terms of an improvement from your side? Obviously, 2 draws in the opening 2 matches.
Yeah, I think we've got to look to continue to improve for sure. We want to be better with the ball still. I thought at home on a decent service, we were not bad with the ball. It's just that final bit. And then obviously the conditions last week at Grimsby, made the game a little bit of a fight. But like I said, after that game, I was delighted because until you're in those conditions, into that situation, you hope you've brought the right characters in that will, go toe to toe and have the fight, and I thought we did on Saturday.
You mentioned there in terms of the final third, creating more chances, maybe being a bit more clinical. Are you happy at the moment with it in terms of the build-up play from your players?
Well, you can always improve, and that's what we've been working on this week, about getting in different combinations and ways in which we can provide more service to the front too, because obviously with the players that we've got at the top end of the pitch, that's what they need. And
then you set a record at Valley Parade on the opening day of the season in terms of League Two attendance. How key do you think the crowd is going to be on Saturday and for the rest of the season?
Well, massive. You see the impact of the crowd in up and down the country at different grounds, and it was funny because I thought the Liverpool crowd played a part last night in winning the Super Cup for them, because all of a sudden, as you saw Tammy Abraham going up to take his penalty, the noise on the TV all came, and it was all the Liverpool fans singing Liverpool. And listen, did it have an impact? Who knows? But they played their part, and that's what I'm saying. The supporters will always play a part, and we've got an unbelievable fan base that we need them to keep on side with us, and we do that by producing football that entertains them.
Lovely, thank you very much.
I suppose part of that as well is that they've got to understand that teams might come to Valley Parade and put 11 behind the ball. It could take you a while to break them down.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that was apparent from watching Forest Green when they played against Oldham, and also with Blackburn especially, they came in away from home and they sat in. So it is up to us to try and find solutions to that. But you're right, we need the fans to stay with us, and and they do. So far they've been brilliant with us, and I have no reason to suspect that there'll be any changes in that, because we all share the same goal, and that's we want Bradford City to win football matches.
And have we had any advance in anyone coming in?
Not at the moment. Still spinning. So still spinning. Yeah, get blisters now. But yeah, no, not at the moment. We'll keep working away at it.
So on that point, Gary, I mean, the people above, are they quite open and appreciative of what you're trying to do? Are they backing you in terms of these plates?
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Because we're trying to establish, obviously, you've got the criteria that you have to meet with financial fair play as well. So, those conversations have been ongoing, and just got to wait and see what happens in the next couple of weeks, because it always gets exciting as the deadline draws near.
Have you sort of set deadlines at all with any of your targets or anybody you're talking to in terms of saying, look,
no, it's a case of, obviously, I spoke to a manager this morning, and they were saying, look, he needs to get one in before he releases one, and it's a domino effect, really. And sometimes where we are in terms of league position, as in status, League Two, we're probably the last. You've got to wait for that club to get one in that then releases that club that releases. So we just got to keep playing the waiting game a little bit and see what happens for us.
Yeah. And in terms of this team itself, I mean, are you sort of still waiting? You say we've seen moments of this team looking very good.
Yeah.
You're still waiting for it to click. One moment it suddenly goes dum.
Well, I think they've shown, like you say, it's like moments, haven't we? And I watched the chances that we created at Grimsby again, and there's some good build-up play in it as well, and we just need to see more of that on a consistent basis, and that's what this league is. It's consistently doing the basics right as well. So we've worked on it again today, and they were good with it. And like I say, it's all our jobs to try and chip in with goals, and we can't just rely on the front two. I think it's important that we have defenders scoring goals. I think it was the year that Bolton got promoted out of League One. I think the top goal scorers were Wheater and Beavers. So that just shows you the value of everybody scoring across the pitch, and we want more people to do that.
So, speaking to Ben just a minute ago, Gary said about how important.
Did you have Ben? Did you? Yeah. He's got a scoring from set plays.
You said about set plays, what a key weapon they can be, as you say.
Yeah,
Bolton,
massive.
it was almost every time they got a corner, you almost expected them.
It's good timing, that, isn't it? You having Ben with the fact that we brought up Wheater and Beavers, but yeah, it's a massive part of the game, and it's certainly something that we want to make a big contribution this year from.
So, Oldham manager Laurent Benitez, a bit unknown in this country. What do you make of him? What are you expecting?
He's a bit of an unknown, like you say, but obviously this is his first job in this country. He's brought a different market, hasn't he? He's opened up a different market for him with the players that he's been able to attract. And the way that they've set the style up at this moment in time, like I say, they've got good technicians, and it'll be interesting because obviously they've got to quickly get used to Tuesday, Saturday, which, it comes thick and fast in this league.